April 2015, Mount Carmel Baptist Church, 12 years old, and he's alive. Those are the outline points that I'm going to mention in this video. Those are kind of the rundown of the scenario that was going on. So there were 60 different ways this could go wrong going around in my 12-year-old head. Of course they were, because, why not? I wrote down a list of some of them that went wrong that I remember that were going on in my head, and I'll list them now. What if I mess up? What if I miss a lyric? And what if I break down in tears? Well, all of these happened and more. You guessed it. Every one of them. And so the real question I asked myself was, how is this experience going to help me? Well, it helped me because I'm around my church family. They're the ones who love me. They're the ones who are going to tell me the truth of how I sound, how I could improve, and what could change to make things better with me singing. And they did. They gave me their feedback, and I so greatly appreciated it. It wasn't nasty, it wasn't rude, it wasn't harsh, it was the truth. And my 12-year-old brain was thinking, man, I messed up. But I really didn't, because the real reason I was doing it was to worship God, which is what us Christians are called to do. And so I was singing in front of around 70 to 100 people on a Sunday morning, the Easter service. And this was a first for me also. I've never sung on a special holiday service, in a special holiday service before. And so this was a new way to adapt to singing. And so I just asked myself also, what improvements could I make? What things were bad? What notes did I miss? Did I miss any lyrics? And I did. I missed a few. But that's okay, because we're not perfect. We won't be perfect until we get to heaven, but we can aspire to be that way, and that's what I did through my music. And so since then, 8 years ago, things have changed. I have changed a lot. My vocal abilities have improved, hopefully. The feedback I receive now compared to then is a whole lot better, so I'm hoping I've improved. But the biggest point that I was trying to make by singing in public for the first time at 12 years old was what was next. I had goals and dreams that I've achieved since then, and still dreams and goals that I want to achieve in the future. And so I was so excited to sing, and I was so excited to show my abilities to my church, and they were impressed. A 12-year-old singing in public, it's pretty impressive. I'll give it to anyone. Any young person who wants to sing in public is great. It's a great idea. What were my motives? Well, my motives were to praise God. Obviously, that was number one. And so because of that, because my motive was innocent and good, I was able to do what God wanted me to do. And I've grown a lot since then. I've learned a lot, and I've learned that motives really help our cause and really help our goals to be achieved. And so the moral of the story is that it's truly not how you sound. It's the reasons and motives behind your actions. A little bit of advice to anyone who is beginning to sing: do it for God and do it for real. That's it. Well, thanks for tuning in to my first story time. I was so excited to share this important moment in Zachary Fox music history. This, for me, was the moment that changed everything for me. Have you had an experience similar to mine? Let me know in the comments below. I try to respond as soon as possible. We'll see you next time.